Hey YouTube, it's Anthony back again with here in my office, and have some new news. I did mention in my last video that I was wondering if I could ever make any money in real estate, if I'm going to give it another shot. And tomorrow I start at Remax. So I'm moving to a new brokerage. I have all the technology set up, and I'm ready for their onboarding program, which starts tomorrow. It's like a 3-day thing. And then you work in the office, which is a totally different environment than what I had at my last broker. My last broker, I was all out on my own. I was spending all of my own money for Zillow, and it was really expensive. And I ultimately failed to have any transactions, unfortunately. And they know this at Remax, and they're going to start me from the bottom. But they did say that after a year, I could be making what I was making at the bank. So that's the goal. That's the long term goal for the next couple of years. But just out of the gate, they said you should have a transaction in your first month. So um, I'm going to be on the phone. I'm going to be making cold calls, following scripts, doing all that. And I didn't do that when I worked with my last broker. My last broker, all I had was Zillow phone calls coming in from one very undesirable zip code in Philadelphia, and very inexpensive houses, and mostly people that the only transaction I had that almost closed, the person ended up not having enough money to put down as earnest deposit money with their offer, and it just fizzled. So, they said at Remax that could have been part of the problem. They probably have a much better bucket of leads to choose from. This is out in the out in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Houses are a little more expensive. There's more land. Nicer working environment, definitely, because I'll be driving around. Um, so, it's mid May. So hopefully by June, I will close a transaction and then get paid by July, something like that. So, I have the money saved to keep me afloat while I'm waiting to get a paycheck. But I can't wait forever. So, if it turns out that I'm not getting anywhere as I was advertised, then maybe I'll have to move on to something else. But I am a licensed Pennsylvania realtor, and I want to use my license and put it to use and get something out of it. So that was the decision I made uh, like a couple weeks ago, and I did the interviews, and it was a process, and I got in. So this is my 100% commission based attempt now at closing some business. So we'll see how good of a salesman I really am, because that's what it's all about. So and I could have reattempted going back into finance, going back into um, going back into internal audit, maybe even as a contract. I tried that, didn't hear anything back. So I the opportunities there's no opportunities right now, and I'm not applying for audit jobs. I've decided I wasn't happy in that situation. I didn't want to be going down the career path of an audit manager anymore. So I need to find something that interests me, and that real estate was the thing that interested me a couple of years ago and got me licensed and everything. But hoping that Remax has, they take more in fees from me, but in exchange for that, I get their lead system and their processes and their mentorship and their leads, all most importantly. So I think they say when you I've heard it on other YouTube videos that when you start out in real estate, you shouldn't be so obsessed with what the commission split is and what the fees are. because you just need to get started. You need to get some business to begin with. So, that was the draw to the last brokerage I was at. They advertised themselves as being the most, withholding the least amount of money, charging you the least to be a realtor with them. And then as a result, they provided me with the least amount of support. So, and they didn't have this in the office intense phone calling situation that we have at Remax. So hopefully that is what catapults me into some success in this area. So that's what's going on, guys. I know the channel has taken some turns lately. It's mostly I'm kind of focusing it more on the animals and the my German shepherds and animals that my wife pet sits for. Um, was getting a lot more views on them. It just it started to grow my subscriber count, so I'm gonna keep up with that. But then I'll check in with vlogs on what's going on with Remax and what's going on with my real estate career periodically too. So it's gonna be a little bit of both. That's kind of how I want to do it. So if you've made it this long, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you next time.